What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. As we know, I believe yesterday or the day before, the ancestor brother Jim Brown passed away. And not only did brother Jim Brown have great accolades in the NFL for the 9 years that he played, leading the league, I believe 8 years in rushing, brother Jim Brown did a lot of activism in the black world. All the way from the times of Ali on to Malcolm X into the 80s, the 90s, up until the man died. The man did a wonderful job with civil rights issues. Much that cannot be explained in this short video. But those of us know that Jim Brown was an exemplary black man. Now, brothers, I want to say this. When I put up the post, I didn't want to deal with some of you Negroes because I knew exactly how some of y'all think. And these are the same black men who come and fight against me when I try to say that you love white women more than black men. You guys are the same brothers. Because I'm telling you, black men, a lot of these black men are only your friends because they hate black women. I'm telling you. But if you take black women out of the equation, you're going to find out that they hate you too. See, that's what the black men ain't going to tell you. If you stop talking about your disagreements with African-American women, you're going to find out that black men is going to turn their hate and vitriol towards you. While they're dating black women or white women themselves, you're going to find out how much of a sellout a lot of these black men are, which is one of the reasons why I had to distance myself from certain groups here on YouTube, because I got tired of trying to make everybody happy, brother. I'm going to tell you like this. A lot of black men who are pushing back on his ability to date white women, that's the brother you need to really stay away from for the most part. Usually. Not all the time, but usually. That's a key indicator. Not because of the woman that he's dating, but because typically of his hatred towards his own black man brother. That's what I'm dealing with. You got to watch these indicators. This is not always the truth, but look at it. Now, most of you brothers left great comments about the post I made about Jim Brown passing away. I said if there was ever a definition for what a real black man stood for, it was the great Jim Brown, RIP ancestor. Not only was he great on the field, what he did for the field for the community was greater. Most brothers have positive things to say, for sure. But I want you to look at the brothers who you got to avoid. K-Monger says RIP, but broke out. This is another guy, Corey Landers. He's complicated. He spoke of black unity while bashing black athletes who refused to give him money for his organization. He was a violence prevention counselor with a history of abuse against his wife. He was complex. Okay. Jim Brown, we hear. Guys are saying supporting Trump. But now I wanna talk about this. Man had a violent temper with a criminal history. And Tecumseh says I said, so he can't change, bro. Tecumseh says on June 9th, 1968, Brown, then 32, was booked on suspicion of assault with the intent to commit murder against his girlfriend, Eva Marie Bone Chin. 22. He was 32, not 22. 32-year-olds do not change. Now, this is how I want to bring to the idea that some black men, not all, once something happens and you pass away, if you've lived a life that had problems, these Negroes are going to try to find it. Because that's what a lot of black people do. Okay? Not most, but enough. A lot. Instead of looking at the brother was a human, he made mistakes. You have made mistakes. I have things I have done in the last 5 years I am not proud of. But one thing about me, I just don't give a fuck about what you think about me. I don't care. I don't live for y'all. If I die tomorrow, let God know I don't give a damn about what none of y'all think about me. I don't give a shit. Can care less. I don't care while I'm living. And if I die, I don't care. Because it matters what I'm doing now. Should he have continued? If he had problems beating women, which is wrong, if he stopped doing that, if he understood he was wrong, if he became an advocate against what was wrong, That takes a stand-up guy. George Foreman also had those problems. He stopped. You got black men in the streets that used to sell drugs, that used to shoot people. And I used to have a problem with those Pookies and Ray Rays. But then I thought about it. They're not doing that now. One of my most influential brothers here on the platform. I've been dealing with the brother for 5 years, George Macon. He has had a really good effect on my life. Brother George Macon was in the streets, Southwest Philly. He has the Urban Nerds Foundation, something that a lot of educated black men will not even build. A lot of you brothers talk so much trash about these guys. These guys are doing the right thing. These guys are married. They had a problem in the past, but they understood. They came into some knowledge. They're trying to help our people. And what do you Negroes do? You go and try to look how you can dock somebody, how you can bring something up. Not necessarily dox, but let's call it bring up his past. The man is dead. The man got his life together. He realized what he doing was wrong. He made mistakes. But these are black men who are doing this to other black men. If there's anybody who don't need you bringing up something about them when they pass away, it's black men. And I've done that before in my life, before I actually understood how dumb I looked. Okay? There was a situation where it was a popular person who passed away. And the person had a particular video site that really was disparaging black people. And because of what the brother was doing, I said, I'm glad the brother passed away. I could never in my life wish I could take something back so seriously. That was the dumbest things I could think about, because I don't know what that he's still a black man. He deserves to be able to change his life. I'm not looking at maybe with some positivity behind what he did, but for me, you know, trying to bring up his past or whatever, that's childish, man. And as black men, you need to stand up for your, because white folks, Asian folks, for the most part, they people when they die, they got problems. But they're not going to bring it out on the community tab. We need to honor our people who did something for us. Even if we don't like them. We don't like him, he's dead. Let's just say rest in peace, brother. And leave it at that. It's people here on the internet. I'm going to tell you like this. Me and Alan Roger Curry had a huge falling out a few years before he passed. I really grilled brother Alan Roger Curry. I'm going to just tell you like this, brother. Toward the end of his life, me and him did not care for each other at all. I lost a lot of respect for the brother. When Alan Roger Curry passed, I did a video in remembrance of what he did that was great. I'm not dealing with my personal issue with him because he's not here to defend himself. Y'all don't even know this. I'm only using this as a personal example. I had a big falling out with Alan Roger Curry. Some of y'all remember it. When Alan Roger Curry passed away, he was married. He had a son. His brother watches my YouTube channel. I'm not going to come out here and throw dirt on it. Ain't nobody perfect. When I pass, when you pass, you ain't perfect. But I would want to be able to celebrate you as a black man. Kevin wasn't perfect. We make mistakes, man. Some of us lie. We cheat. Some of us do egregious things when we're not in the knowledge of. But then when we come in the knowledge of what it is, we change, man. Allow this black man to redeem himself. One of the big problems in the black community is we always castigate our own people. We don't allow them to change. And there have been other groups who have allowed black people to change, and it's called the Nation of Islam. This is the reason why Malcolm X couldn't be in the black church. Because too many Negroes. Y'all can forgive the Baptist preacher screwing everybody and stealing their money, but somebody like Malcolm X, who was a pimp, that was too much to be in the pulpit. He couldn't change his life. But the Nation of Islam allowed him to redeem himself. We have to work with our people such that we allow our men to redeem themselves. If they are showing actions that are different from what they were doing before, why do we need to bring up the argument of what you did in the past? I'm not dealing with that. What is he doing now? What is the brother doing now? The brother is not living that lifestyle now. Why am I bringing it up? And this is why I'm fighting for black men. You guys come and castigate me every day. And trust me, I have a better way of making money. These reactions that these guys are doing with the red, I could do all of that all day. But I'm fighting for us as a community of men to love each other in my content. I don't have to do this. It's not popular, bro. Trust me. There are other things I could be talking about. But what is so paramount to me is how we view each other. One of my brothers here that passed away, I'm going to call his name Sinful to P. He was involved in a lifestyle of pimping at one point in his life. That's all I kept hearing when he passed away. Y'all not looking at the good part. The brother knew what he was doing was wrong and was transitioning from that. And had got away from a lot of that stuff, getting away from that kind of stuff. But we don't even give our men a chance to change to swing the bat. We're going to slaughter our own men, knowing what our men go through in the black community, knowing what our people have gone through. Everybody might not have it figured out like you, bruh. Everybody might not have been able to do what you do. Some people got challenges, man. We have to love our men enough to know that, hey, the white man, well, listen, we know what the white man has done to our people. Let our men swing the bat. Stop castigating our men in their failures. And once they come out and start producing for the black community, why you got to always say something about it? Why you always got to trash somebody behind it? And you want somebody to forgive you. It's crazy. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Producer for all the Celebrity Bill. We're out.